Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Continuing Stoutness. Collab time. Toppling Goliath and Horus. I mean, this beer should be fire, right? On paper. This is Stout Hawks. And this is a pretty label. Imperial Stout with some adjuncts. Imperial Stout aged on geisha coffee, roasted pecans, and vanilla beans. Toppling Goliath is Decorah, Iowa. Horus aged ales, Oceanside, California. Does this not have the ABV on it? How dare you? This was bottled, I think they brewed this and bottled it in Iowa, and Iowa doesn't give a fuck about any of us, so they don't put the ABV on the label. I don't think any, like, I'm trying to think back when Nathan and I reviewed, like, Assassin and SR, like, the ABV's not on there, so Iowa can go fuck itself. We've had enough to drink tonight where I just don't give a shit. You don't put the ABV on the label, you're fucking stupid, so. I mean, this is probably like 12%, I'm guessing. I have no idea. It's a big beer. And we're going to drink it because we're awesome. We're not awesome, but we're going to drink it. So, what do I do with this cap? We're going to use our Horus glassware because beer tastes better out of proper glassware. I'm excited about this beer. Oh, it is dark. Sledgy. This beer was released, I think, in 2019. And I used to be a Horus member. And last December, it was the end of the year, we got this as like a gift. So it's been sitting, aging. I probably should have drank it fresh, but this is probably a year in the bottle at this point. I don't know. So let's get into it. I mean, shit. It's pitch black, finger of just super dark head. Look at that glassware. I love this glass. It's that big like balloon style glass. We could probably pour this whole thing in there if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that. But it looks amazing. Kyle from Horus always uses there's vanilla in here. What was it? No, he's more of a hazelnut guy, right? What is this? Gosh, this label is so hard to read. Vanilla beans. He uses a lot of vanilla beans. Geisha coffee. You know what's crazy about coffee, the geisha coffee, like in particular, is the longer it sits, it can get super bitter. So I'm hoping I didn't sit on this too long. Pecans, he was more of a hazelnut guy, but always vanilla. There's always vanilla in his stouts, so whatever. Let's go ahead and shove our nose in this one, see what it's got. It smells like nutty vanilla. There's not a whole lot of coffee in this. There's a little bit of like roast, but I wouldn't say this was a coffee stout. It smells sweet. It smells like milk chocolate. It does. It has like this nutty thing, and it's got that. The sweetness is like that vanilla sweetness. It's like fudgy chocolate, and that's typically how Horus stouts are. I know this was brewed in Iowa, and it's a toppling stout, but I mean, a lot of Kyle stouts are super, super like decadent, like chocolate cake. The vanilla in this is awesome. It doesn't smell like artificial vanilla. It smells like actual like vanilla bean. It smells really, really good. So let's go and taste it. Cheers. I don't know what the ABV is. We're going to die. I will say, with all the toppling stouts, like the big toppling stouts I've had, and Horus stouts, they're always like super, super thick mouthfeel. This beer's got a pretty, pretty full mouthfeel. I mean, this is awesome. I was worried that it was going to go way too sweet, and it's not. But there is a bitterness in this, and I think it's that coffee from sitting there. And it could be the pecans, too. There's a lot of stouts, if you let them sit with... And it was a Horus thing. It was the hazelnut one, and there was another one. Like, the longer they sit, like, the more bitter they get. And I think this might be like that. Tons of chocolate. There's a good sweetness from the vanilla. But there is like a little, like a, I don't want to say little, but I also don't want to say good amount. There's a noticeable bitterness from the middle of your tongue to the finish of that. And like I said, it could be the coffee, it could be the pecans, I don't know. It smelled nutty, but it doesn't really taste nutty. This is mostly like that cocoa powder, chocolate. It gives off like a chocolate milk kind of a vibe. And it's got a sweetness to it. That's that like kind of vanilla bean sweetness. Not Beatus sweetness, but a good amount of sweetness. I will say, you don't smell alcohol and you don't taste it. I don't know the ABV of this. I'm guessing, I mean, I don't even want to guess. It's probably around 12%. It doesn't drink, there's no warming in your chest. It doesn't drink like a high alcohol stout. And the mouth feels fantastic. I mean, this is really good. Is this something I'm losing my mind over? No, but it's a year in the bottle. So I mean, I should have drank this last year. I don't know why I didn't. But it's, I mean, fuck, it's really, really good. I like that it doesn't go crazy sweet. And a lot of, I mean, I was a Horus member for 2 years. A lot of Horus beers just get crazy, crazy sweet. You have to really like sweet beers to like his beers. This isn't that like way, way over the top pastry stout. And I appreciate that. I'm a big like fudgy chocolate stout guy. And I love like the chocolate fudgy aspects of this. It's just that little, like that bitterness that's there. It just kind of is a little off-putting for me. And again, I think it's the coffee and I think it's the pecans that they use. And I think it's just an age thing. When it comes to adjunct stouts, I mean, people say that, drink them fresh. I should have drank this fresh. And that's not to say this isn't a good beer. This is really fucking good. Last December, this probably would have been way, way better. I love the mouthfeel though. It's not like that crazy over the top. A lot of times with Kyle's beers, like it gets to where it's like a chore to drink because it's so thick. This is full, it's viscous, it's mouth coating. And the flavors that are there are fantastic. And I know I said it already, but I just love that this does not go over the top sweet. So, I methink this is a fantastic beer. You're stoked if you still have bottles of this. I should have drank this fresh last year. But you live and you learn. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say about this beer. Fucking awesome. Good stuff. So, that's Stout Hawks from Toppling, Goliath, and Horus Aged Ales. You guys still have bottles of this? Let's talk about it. Did you drink it fresh? Tell me what it was like. So, I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.